The aftermath of our battle is bloody. Gigantic swaths of the mire have been flattened by the beast's rampage. Trees uprooted, ruins demolished into dust, warriors injured. But we made it out alive somehow. But Kira? What about Kira? I haven't seen her yet. Gwen emerged unscathed for the most part. The handy thing about her gift is that she can stay out of direct combat. She looks really worried at the moment.
Where's Kira? Do you think she's okay?
I don't know, but she can't be too far.
Didn't you see the impact she took from the siege beast?
Just as she says that, I hear a pair of... I read that as boobs. I hear a pair of boobs slashing their way through the flattened mud. Yay! That was quite a battle, wasn't it, novices? She looks awful. Doesn't take a physician to guess she's badly hurt. I haven't taken a fall like that since the last time I was defending the walls. Not to mention I got stepped on then, so this isn't as bad as it could be. I'm not sure what you did, Raylan, but it worked.
Well, you remember that poison that Effie used? I asked for a vial.
Shaking her head, she can't help but laugh.
I wish I had thought of that, though I wasn't exactly planning on taking on a siege beast without a ballista today. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay, Kira. I'm not sure if this counts as okay. Give me a day or two, and then I'll be okay-ish.
I guess you're a lot tougher than you look, Kira.
You're pretty tough yourself, Raylan. Took some real bravery to do what you did there. I was certain we were going to lose. I pat her on the shoulder, causing her to wince. Just because my skin's made of stone doesn't mean I don't get bruises, Raylan.
Oh, oops, sorry.
Don't worry about it. We won today. We should take a moment to celebrate our victory. Just don't forget there are other siege beasts out there, not to mention other things. This journey is far from over. As we look around, we notice we're not alone. The villagers emerge from their hiding places, buzzing with excitement. They're cheering and celebrating, finally rid of the beast which has tormented them for years. They chant our names and sing their praises. Is this what it's like to be a heroine? I kinda like it. Effie comes barging through the crowd, a gigantic joyous grin on her face. Oh my gosh, we are so grateful. We'll have a feast tonight in honor of our heroines. You are so amazing. Now that we've proven ourselves to them, they'll give us whatever assistance they can. Please, stay as long as you need.
Well, it looks like you're a heroine, Raylan. As Kira said, though, we got a long journey ahead of us, so don't let it go to your head.
Don't worry, I know you two will pull me back down if my head's in the clouds.
You can be sure about that, novice. By the way, you need to work on your thrusting technique. I only saw you get about half your blade into that beast's back. You're going to have to do better than that, Raylan.
Hey, look who got hit in the face by a giant arm! Maybe you need to work on your dodging, Kira.
All she can do is shrug. Maybe I do. I don't really want to be flung like a rag doll again. I hope these villagers have bandages and some kind of numbing ointment. Both Gwen and I hold the injured Kira together, dragging her back toward the village.
Damn, I never knew you were so heavy. All that stone skin, huh?
Well, gift of stone, remember?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, that's all well and good, but maybe you could take off your armor.
Absolutely not. Not with Raylan around. And then everybody laughs. Ha 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 ha.
Why with me around?
Because I think there's something about you and nudity that just doesn't go well together. I don't know what she's talking about. Secrets I'm interested in, not nudity. Thankfully, some of the villagers come to help us pull Kira back to the village. We can't afford to linger in these unsafe lands, not in our current state. Kira may be tough, but I don't think she'll survive another monster attack right now. Boopity boop. The mood in the village couldn't be better. They're gathering firewood for a large bonfire. All of them have been pulling out heaps of dried fruit and hidden rations from their hiding places. Looks like they're really planning to celebrate today, with us as their guests of honor, no doubt. They made sure to leave plenty of medical herbs and cut leaves for Kira. Those leaves aren't quite bandages, but they work nearly as well. Those leaves are working better than the treatments I get back at the capital. We really need to learn what these villagers know about. Sorry, apparently it's also numbing my mouth. Just imagine if we turned these accursed lands into resources.
I'd rather destroy the mires completely. Gross. All this muck and slime isn't worth trawling through just for a handful of medical leaves.
You're sounding very bitter about this place, Gwen. Not to your noble tastes, is it?
No, not at all.
At least you're being honest.
Why would I lie about my opinions of this place? It's gross.
Enough of that now. We get the point. Well, I guess we should take our seats. Apparently you have your own table, Raylan.
My own table?
You delivered the killing blow on that beast.
So that means you're the guest of honor.
Me? The guest of honor? Well, it looks like you're a heroine now, Raylan. Only to one village, but it's a good start.
Oh, there can't be that many villages, you know.
Or so we thought. If they have survived, there could easily be other villages out there. Possibly other cities. I know we have to retrieve the star, but if we pass by other settlements, we should let them know the Empire isn't dead.
I think that is important as...
I feel something tugging on my arm before I can finish my sentence. Come on, you're late! It's time for the feast. Before I can say anything, Ethy's already pushing me toward an empty seat. I'm placed at a table in a small clearing. An exotic array of fruit is displayed before me.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get all this fruit?
The Myers are bountiful if you know where to look. Eat as much as you like. Now that I think about it, our rations have been exceptionally meager since we've come here. I got a chance to really sate my appetite. I crammed fruit into my mouth as if I hadn't eaten in a lifetime. The bizarre array of flavors assaulting my tongue do not stop me. I'm gonna eat until I can't eat anymore. I can see Gwen and Kira indulging themselves merely a table away.
No more stale bread. Oh, this fruit is so good.
Don't get used to it, Gwen. It'll make you soft.
Who cares? We're celebrating. Even Raylan is gorging herself.
I don't normally eat much, but... What? Why not? But I've been famished for practically this whole trip.
Raylan.
Raylan. Stop stuffing your face. I'm gonna have to disregard that order, instructor. I don't slow down my pace at all. May my cup overfloweth with whatever it is these villagers are serving. Tastes kind of like wine. Maybe I should stop? Nah! Celebration isn't a celebration without some drinks.
It looks like she either didn't hear you or she's not gonna listen.
Oh well, let her have her moment, I guess. Before long, I see Ethy pop out of the gathered crowd. The villagers have grown silent. I guess something's about to happen. Everyone is given a crudely carved cup. It's filled with some bubbling purple liquid. Probably that brew from the large iron pot they have. Ethy looks like she's gonna do a speech. To our heroines, thank you, and we owe you so much. Well, that was the shortest speech I've ever heard. But it was completely sincere. That makes it mean a lot more. All of the villagers raise their cups in a toast to us. Kira smells it before she dares drink it. You should not drink this. I can handle it, but I doubt either of you can. Curiously, I take a wooden cup and look at the purple swirling liquid inside. I'm the sort of person who needs to know things for certain. I take a sip. Just a little baby sip. As soon as the liquid pours into my stomach, I feel as though there's a furnace inside of it. My insides burn intensely. I'd be surprised if there wasn't steam coming out of my ears. A mocking smirk forms on Kira's face as she watches me squirm. I told you. Shouldn't you listen to your instructor, Raylan?
Oh, why did you do that, Raylan?
Gwen just looks disappointed in me. I did it because I gotta know! Can't you understand that, Gwen? Professional curiosity.
Do you even believe in caution?
I'm not putting up with scolding like this. I took down a thing. A big old thing. I immediately dive for water, drinking as much of it as I can. The fire in my stomach settles down after that. It's not only alcoholic, it also happens to be quite spicy. Not the sort of thing I would drink in the capital, but it is nice. Nice? She calls it nice? You cray. Ethy bounds over to me after the first drink. Another toast to Raylan, Slayer of the Beast! All of the villagers raise their cups. Do you have any words to say, Raylan? Before I can respond, I feel myself losing control of my body. What is So there really are survivors out here. Raylan, why are you talking that way? But it's not my voice, Ethy. It's Ardina. I'm afraid that it is not Raylan that is speaking to you, Ethy. I can see flickers of light glowing around my body, just like when the Empress lost her temper in the council chambers. Do you remember this light? All of the people of the capital and land know the light of the tallest tower, the light of Ardina, the Empress. All of the villagers back away from me, awed at the presence of the Empress. To feel her power surging through me is breathtaking. How strong is she exactly? I feel like I could sweep the entire Myers out of existence with this power. Oh, this is perfect! Because then they'll know! They'll be like, oh shit! The Empress totally wants us looking for that star. Sick. I was about to say dick instead of sick. I don't know. This game is weirding me out. Alright. Please, there is no need to be afraid. Do you not recognize your Empress? Am I not the light which shines from the capital's tallest tower? She's putting on a display, it seems, to fully reassure these villagers that their Empress is still with them. It's It's the Empress! This light, there is no mistaking it! It's the same light which emits from the tallest tower of the capital! Ardina, the immortal, undying Empress, banisher of darkness! Oh, forgive us for doubting! Please, do not beg my forgiveness. Your caution is the only thing which has kept you alive out here. I've been listening through Raylan this entire time. What she has said is very true. These 3 warriors are on a quest for me. They seek the fallen star which crashed from the heavens several weeks ago. I will ask this of you, villagers. Will you not help them? I do not wish to force you into any decision, but we need whatever help we can get. Ethy translates her words to the villagers. After a while, they seem to reach a consensus. For the Empress, we will do anything. Say what they need, and we shall give it. The other villagers step forward too, reaffirming Ething's choice. A mighty cheer echoes from them. With my lips, Ardina allows the biggest smile to form across my face. You are such wonderful citizens of the Empire. Never lose your spirit, even in the face of absolute darkness. That is my second request for you. Once again, a resounding roar comes as a response from the village. No matter where Ardina goes, she seems to inspire people merely by her presence. I hope Ardina turns out to be evil. I hope turns out Ardina's actually the villain. That would be amazing, because we've spent so much time being like, God, Ardina is just so pretty and powerful and awesome. I hope we find this star and she's like, ah yes, my perfect weapon of destruction. Ah! And then turns out she's evil. That's all I want. I did not feel anything like this before the star fell. She's truly reclaiming her role as the Empress. Please remember, we have not forgotten about you. There will be an attempt to reclaim this land soon. Will you not assist us with those efforts? Each villager looks at each other. Dark or not, these are our homes. Please, don't take our homes away. No one will take your home away. I will be overseeing the efforts myself. Ethy, for you in particular, I have one last request. What does the Empress want with me? Could you please accompany these warriors on their quest? The Empress wants me to chase the star with them? But what does the star mean? Why do we gotta look for it or whatever? All you need to know is that it is important. You can decline if you wish. For a moment, Ethy looks back to the 3 of us. After thinking on it for a moment, she smiles and gives a nod. This village will be fine now, thanks to them, so I'll seek the star with my new friends. You make your Empress proud, Ethy.
I think I need to have a private moment with you, Ardina, about this whole taking over my bod thing.
What is it, Raylan? I move away from the rest of the party so I can have a moment alone. To my surprise, an ethereal-looking Ardina appears before me in the shade.
How are you even doing this? What's up with this shit?
Gifts aren't the only form of magic in this world, Raylan. To cast my spirit afar in a suitable vessel, it is no different than your far-seeing. I simply cast myself into a body, whereas you cast yourself to a location.
Don't you think you should ask about that?
Yes, you are right. I apologize.
Good. Anyway, I wanted to ask something else. There have been expeditions sent here before. How are you so certain that sending one now will help?
Because these villagers have the knowledge we need. You yourself saw how they have made cures, and antidotes for dealing with the dangers of the mires. I wonder why they didn't help earlier then. They were either afraid of us or only able to help themselves. That monster has been tormenting and hunting them for years. Now that it is dead, they can be at peace, for a while. We must take advantage of this opportunity and ready a logging expedition as soon as possible. Reclaiming the mires is the first step in reclaiming our lands. Once we begin to build up momentum and clear these blighted forests away, we will be able to push back out. It will take a long time to prepare for this, though. The capital is still in a state of unrest. I've been doing my best to reassure the people that things are fine, but the unrest is still growing. You've done well here, but remember, it would be wise not to linger for too long. The star must be brought to the capital soon.
Why soon? Is something gonna happen if we don't reach it in time? Hey, by the way, we met like a weird purple slime lady.
There are things in this world that are better left undiscovered, Raylan. Your curiosity may be your undoing.
So I like to peek at people and places that I'm not supposed to. Everybody's got their flaws. I bet even you got your flaws, Ardina.
Of course I have flaws. I am only human, after all. But as we've talked about, I must appear as something more than that. You are doing well so far, Raylan. I have faith that you will return safely. I feel her presence fade away, and I am alone again.
Starting things out with the Empress.
Yeah, you could say that. I wonder why Ardina chose to appear now after we slayed the beast.
Because we can't rely on her to solve our problems for us. She would already have her own business to attend to as well. What's important is we proved our worthiness. She reinforced what we already proved. She didn't appear just for our sake. The Empress appeared there to assure them, too. They've been running and surviving in this place for a long time, so she gave them fresh hope for the future. We are driven by an ideal. They are driven in the same way we are. They want to live our
It's exactly what Ardina was talking about before. Gwen's voice is exhausting. God. All the scattered people of our empire need their invincible empress. It's about the ideal. If they have an ideal to keep them going in these dark times, then that alone will be enough to give them hope. If the empress wasn't here, if they didn't believe in her, would they despair? Would they have died out a long time ago? All of them are galvanized by her presence. There's no denying that. When we came before, they looked pretty miserable. All of these years of running away from the beast must have taken it out of all of them. Only Ethy seemed to be unaffected by their fatigue. All of us, including the Empress, have laid the seeds for a gradual reclamation.
So, do you think you're a heroine yet, Raylan? You're certainly a heroine to these people.
I like the Capitol to think of me as a heroine, personally.
You're always so ambitious, Raylan. Me? I don't want to be a heroine. Just give me a few nice books and a hot bath. Just some niceties, like I used to have back at home. I suppose a massage could be nice, too.
Now you're just being greedy.
Come on, Raylan. Wouldn't you love to be pampered?
Maybe, but you're still being greedy, you silly goose.
Life in the nobility leaves you with certain standards. As much as I love the comfort it brings, the courting, the politics, the prestige, those things weren't meant for me. Even when this adventure is over, I don't want fame. Fame! Oh, I feel that.
Fame can bring you nice stuff, right?
Yeah, it can also bring attention. Give me a life where I can enjoy the luxuries of nobility and avoid the prestige. That would be a nice reward for all of this.
Even now, all Gwen thinks of are her hot baths and her little luxuries. It's not a bad thing. Those thoughts are what keeps her going, then let her enjoy them.
There may be unresolved things that we'll have to deal with, but now's not the time to talk about it. Anyway, I gotta go eat some more fruit.
She makes another word into another bowl of the strange fruits the villagers have gathered. Now that she's mentioned it, I wonder how close we are to my homelands now. Would it be somewhere in the mires? Or would it be somewhere else entirely? The rest of the world surely can't be covered by these swamps. Kira already told me as much. There's ashen lands beyond the mires. Places filled with nothing but gray dust. I don't think she knows much more about that, though. Maybe I could talk to Ethy about it. I quickly scout around the party, but I can't see her anywhere. Looking further, I see her standing in the shade of a tree with Kira. Judging by the look on their faces, they must be talking about something super serial. I must know something. I was going to ask this before we left, but now is as good a time as ever. Do you know anyone by the name of Lavina? How do you know her? Do you mean there was someone called that here? Yeah, she was found wandering through the swamps as far as I can remember. I grew up with her, actually. What happened to her? Where is my sister? She's your sister? Are you sure? My sister disappeared in this forest a long time ago. This can't be a coincidence. Where is she now? I'm sorry, but she's not here. You mean she's... No, I don't think that she's, like, dead. I mean, she left the village one day. All she said was that she had to look for answers beyond here. Answers? Answers to what? Well, she didn't say that, unfortunately. We tried to convince her to stay, but she just refused to listen. Kira seems to be brooding on the idea. So my sister is still out there somewhere. I will find her, even if I have to fight through this entire swamp. How are you gonna do that? I don't know. I'll just have faith, I suppose. What else can I do? Well, belief will help you find your way. I'm sure you'll find your sister. I appreciate the sentiment. Kira turns away from Ethy. Thank you. You may leave. Okay. Ethy quickly runs back to the party while Kira stands alone. She turns and sees me standing there. Oh, Raylan, you were listening in, weren't you?
Would you believe me if I told you that I wasn't?
I wouldn't at all. Gwen's right. I'm not a very good liar. So, since you were listening in, I'll just say this. Her lips draw into a warm smile. I'm so happy she's alive. We have so much we need to talk about.
But how do you know she's alive?
There's no way she went out there without thinking she would survive. I'd like to have faith in her. I know that we have our quest, but please, Raylan, if we find even the smallest trace, will you help me?
Totes! We'll do our best.
Thank you so much. I know I demand a lot of you.
Well, what are friends for, Kira? I mean, I've seen all your bits, so friends help each other when they need it.
Friends. Yes, that would be the word for this. I need to rest, so I will speak to you another time. She wanders off then, obviously needing some time alone. The party is dying down now anyway. I guess life will never be the same for the villagers after this day, especially with the plans Ardina has for the Myers. We also have another member joining us on our quest. She'll be our guide while we're in the Myers, but I'm not sure if she knows anything about the lands beyond this place. After being in the presence of the Empress herself, there are few people who can ignore her requests. All of my training. It's all adding up now. I've only fought 2 monsters, but I doubt they're going to be the only threats I come across. Well, I mean, I've been attacked by 4 monsters, but I only got the chance to fight 2, so I think I'll make sure not to tell anybody about my misadventures. For now, though, all I can do is wait. The star, the lands beyond the Myers, what Gwen is hiding, and Kira's sister. Will I find the answers behind these mysteries? Will I want to find them? I guess only time will tell. The end of chapter 1. Thanks for reading. You're welcome. Thanks for giving us so much plot. Aw. I can't click through it. I can't click through it. Okay, look. I'll admit. Shut up, phone. I'll admit. This had way more plot than I taking away the joke. Taking away the plot boob joke. This actually had way more story and plot than I was expecting. And we thought it was going to be unresolved sexual tension in the game, and we actually did press boobs. Just once, but I expected this game to end with one final boob press, and it didn't happen, which I'm cool with. It means they're not giving it all up, you know? They're like, here, we'll give you naked girls covered in slime, and then mud, and then nothing because you're taking a bath, but only one boob press. You only get one. So, yeah, Sakura Fantasy Chapter 1. I guess, I mean, I know the answer because y'all's thirsty, but let me know whether you want us to keep playing this game when Chapter 2 comes out. I know the answer. Again, just reiterating, I know what your answer is going to be. But, yeah, it was just, you know, it's just like it was a fun, silly game. I was into it. That was a silly thing that we did that wound up being way more enjoyable than I expected, so. Until next time, Lesbian Knights, assemble!